Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the VSN Video Awards. I'm Mark Robbins.
And I'm Noah Finns. What a great chance to showcase some great high school talent when it comes to video and storytelling.
Frontier Communications opened a video contest for all Connecticut high school students. The rules? Pretty simple. Make a 2 to 3 minute video highlighting something you do with your sports, your school, or your town.
The response was tremendous and highlighted the talent in our state. Finalists were chosen by our esteemed group of judges. Those finalists were invited to our home here at Sacred Heart University for a video seminar and to ultimately find out the winners.
3 winners, with each taking home a $3,000 scholarship from Frontier Communications, and each respective school receiving thousands of dollars worth of professional grade video equipment to help their television and video departments. All compliments of Frontier Communications.
That said, it is time to see our finalists leading up to our winning videos. Our first video comes to us from Adam Perotti from East Haven High School.
And Adam deftly takes us inside Yellow Jackets athletics and what it's like being a student at East Haven High.
The biggest things that I've seen change is I've seen the entire community come together.
Student population is here. They're doing a lot of good things. The culture is a culture of respect, even with the younger generation, and it's something that continues to look forward, look positive.
I believe that here at East Haven, our coaches are always teaching us so much. They make sure we're always smiling, having fun while playing the sport, and they constantly guide us to being mature adults by constantly emphasizing the sportsmanship factor while playing the game. I believe that every athlete here hustles and is always putting in 100%, and it reflects in their performance.
The games are much more positive, and that's due greatly to yourself, the Hive, and the student body taking an active interest in the culture of the school, the climate of the school.
Adam, impressive. You're a tennis player at East Haven High School, so you get what it's like to be an athlete. You made us all get to be what it's like to be an athlete. Mm-hmm. Tell me the video angles you got. What kind of, you using a GoPro camera? What were you using?
Yeah, we had 2 GoPros at the time, 2 sessions, and it was me and my partner. We would go to all the athletic events, and we really wanted to get in depth into what it was like to be an athlete in the classroom and out on your field, your court, wherever you were participating in the sport.
What got you into video?
Honestly, it came across with an influence of a few friends, a few teachers, and really just myself going on YouTube, watching what it was like behind the scenes, and it really caught my interest.
You've been looking at some colleges out in California. You're going to, maybe pursue some video production?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Yeah?
Yep. I'm looking into I want to get into video production, being a director, maybe a producer. There's something in the field, it really interests me.
Well, you did a tremendous job. I've been covering East Haven High School sports for a long time, and it was great getting inside even deeper than I'd ever seen. So, Adam Perotti, great job here on the VSN Video Awards. For our next finalist, let's send it back to Mark Robbins.
You know, Noah, schools in Connecticut have done a tremendous job, a great job getting behind Breast Cancer Awareness Month with the Think Pink initiatives. Wolcott High's Erica Korbaszewski captures that spirit beautifully in her video.
Here at Wolcott High School, we have a popular and well-planned tradition of having annual Think Pink games. These fundraiser games are held for girls volleyball, cross country, football, and boys and girls soccer. At these games, sports teams come together to fight the battle against breast cancer, raising awareness by having motivation to conquer anything and helping this great cause. The boys soccer team takes this game very seriously because one of the varsity players had lost his mother due to breast cancer. For the Wolcott High School boys Think Pink soccer game, we are here with senior Tyler Scott, the boys varsity team goalie, discussing ways the soccer team has helped contribute to raise awareness for breast cancer.
The purpose of the Think Pink game is to raise awareness for breast cancer and help people donate to the cause. The Think Pink game is a good way to get the student body involved. I think when we have the Think Pink game, a lot of people come out and support, and while they're supporting us, we're supporting the fight against breast cancer.
We also have junior varsity volleyball middle hitter Allison LeClaire here to answer questions about the impact the Think Pink game has on the high school, bringing everyone together to fight an even stronger fight towards cancer.
My opinion on the Think Pink game is that it's a good way to get the student body involved in a good cause. I've contributed to spreading awareness by wearing my Think Pink shirt and selling ribbons for $1 around the school and my family.
We at Wolcott High School have other funds to raise money throughout the games. With different baked goods for sale, people are able to buy shirts and can purchase ribbons to contribute to this great cause. Here with us also is star runner Catherine Rodriguez from the cross country team.
The cross country team raised awareness for breast cancer by wearing pink shirts at our last home meet, and we called it our Think Pink meet. The whole school gets involved because lots of kids come out to the games to support. Everybody wears pink, and it's a great way to bring our school community together.
These fall sport Think Pink games have brought the student athletes at Wolcott High School together and had created an even greater fight towards breast cancer.
Erica, your school gets behind that Think Pink initiative as well as any school I've seen. The way you captured it was great. What got you saying, hey, we should do this? We should put a video together on this.
I take videos of the boys soccer team at my school, and I know the pink game is very important to them. So we were throwing ideas around on what we should video, and we chose to do that.
Do you do any other videos?
I'm in my video production class, so we do multiple videos. Like right now, we're working on a holiday trailer.
Well, and Wolcott has a good video department. They must, because you guys did a really nice job of putting that one together.
Yeah, they have a good video department.
You have aspirations of doing more video down the road?
Yeah.
Well, that was really well done, and we're not even in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm ready to put on my pink. So anyway, Erica, terrific job. Congratulations on being a finalist here at the our first annual VSN Video Awards.
Thank
For
you.
our next finalist, let's send it back over to Mark Robbins.
Noah, ever wonder what it's like to be a public address announcer at a football game? Nick Sirocco of North Haven High School does a great job taking us there in his VSN contest video entry.
I don't think we're going to have any thrills and chills today. I say I don't think we're going to have any.
When I was younger, I came through this youth football program, so I know how hard these kids work and how much the game of football means to them. So it gives me a really great feeling knowing that every time I donate my time, every Sunday, that I'm enhancing and making their experience as great as it can. Stand for our national anthem. Nick Maynard. Tackle by number 1, Christian DeMayo. Nick Maynard's extra point kick is no good. The score remains Madison Tigers 12, your North Haven Indians 0. Turnover on downs. Madison will take over 1st and 10 from the North Haven 45-yard line.
Over by number 15. He got some room. He got some room. Tackled by number 35. Carried by 15, 35.
Ball carried by number 15, Logan Rapiano. Tackled by
35.
Tackled by number 35, Cole Presker. Huge run by number 15, Logan Rapiano for a North Haven Indians touchdown! Ball carried by number 15, Logan Rapiano. The extra point is no good. The score remains Madison 12, your North Haven Indians 6. And that's the end of the half. The score is Madison 12 and your North Haven Indians 6. North Haven will start their drive 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. And that's the end of the game. The score is Madison 18 and your North Haven Indians 6. Ball carried by number 33, Ryan Bernardo. Enough for North Haven Indians. First down! Ball carried by number 31, Adam Pandolfi. Enough for North Haven Indians. First down! 31. Ball carried by number 31, Adam Pandolfi, for North Haven Indians. Touchdown!
Nick, it was fun seeing you in the booth. We hear the voice at the games, and now we have a face to put to. How fun is it to do the PA?
It's a lot of fun, actually, getting to watch all the youth teams and go through their season.
You were a youth player at North Haven, right?
Yes, I was.
So do you remember the voice calling your games?
Yes, I do.
Is that what inspired you to do it?
Yeah, and actually, I had, his name is Ron Brockett, and I'm taking over for him now. So,
is that right?
Yeah.
That's a cool story, and you presented that very well on video. Did you have somebody in the booth shooting you? Or?
Yeah, I actually had my friend Julian.
So he shot you, and then you were able to put the clips of the game action, and that's terrific. You have aspirations of getting into video production?
That was actually the first time I had made a video.
That was your first video?
Yeah, so I could possibly pursue it in the future.
Yeah, well, I hope you're inspired, because you got the stuff to be inspired by. So well done, Nick Sriracho from North Haven High School. Let's meet our next. In fact, before we meet our next finalist, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we'll meet our next wave of finalists here on the VSN Video Awards.
Welcome back to the inaugural VSN Video Awards. A great coach, a successful story. Nathan Katz, a student reporter and swimmer at Weston High School, captures the spirit of longtime coach Tom Grace in this VSN video entry.
Tom Grace is the head coach of Weston High School's men's and women's varsity swim teams. Since taking over the Trojans 10 years ago, Grace has led the men's team to 7 state championships and the women's team to 6 state championships, including 3 undefeated seasons. And behind this success is an improbable story of his troubled childhood, career in the Air Force, and as a vacuum salesman, before finally making the decision to become a teacher, a role he has held in Weston for 18 years.
It was a long, bumpy road to get here, but I got here a roundabout way, a little bit different than most people, but it paid off. A lot of experiences along the way. There's a part of me that enjoys imparting knowledge and experience, to anybody, to kids especially. Kids seem to think that they know everything when they actually don't. And the fun part is engaging in that dialogue and seeing their eyes open up to what their possibilities are, what it is that they could possibly do, beyond what they think their comfort zone is. And I think some of those things are the things that I try to, impart, to my swimmers, my students. Some get it, some don't. Some listen, some will not, and they take with it what they will. They come over to give me 2 hours a day. I need to give them the best 2 hours that I can give them, and they deserve that. Whatever group of kids show up one year, or the group of the kids that I will do, my best to make them better, and hopefully instill some tough love mental lessons to them that they can carry with them, through high school, as well as, choosing to swim in college. I also know that high school swimming is cyclical. I'm going to enjoy the wave now because I know one day it'll reverse. Undefeated seasons are going to be, 5-6 years apart. Winning championships might be 5-6 years apart. It is what it is. I have no plans on giving up coaching yet. I have no plans on giving up teaching yet. I still love it, even those moments that I'm driven bananas. It doesn't matter. I still find it, tremendously rewarding and engaging. I mean, there's never a dull moment. Every day is different. And that's what I enjoy most about, whatever aspect I choose to engage in, in teaching or coaching, young adults. I think it's something that I really enjoy, and I think it's something I'm getting better at every year. And nobody's perfected it yet. Perfection is a path, not an achievement. And I think one of the things that I try to do is really remember that, to make sure that I don't get bored, I don't get boring, or I don't get repetitive from year to year.
Nathan Katz, that was a really nice piece.
Thank you very
Really
much.
enjoyed that. I really enjoyed getting to know Coach, and I feel like I did in your video. I know you're a swimmer, but are you also? It's funny. I was at a basketball game at Weston the other night, and one of the guys was telling me about you and how good you are with video. So talk to me about your passion for video.
For video, so I'm very passionate about video. Spend a couple hours a night doing it. I actually run my own video business.
Oh, well, tell me about that.
My twin brother and I, we film bar mitzvahs in Weston and Westport and Norwalk, so around Fairfield County. We've done about 15 bar mitzvahs just this fall. So very busy with that, but I also enjoy making
So a
videos.
videographer and a producer and an entrepreneur as well. You know what I really loved about the story with the swim coaches? When we're seeing him interviewed, we have the different angles. Keeps it moving. It's nice. Did your brother help you with that, or is that?
So my teacher actually helped me, Mr. Brencher, great teacher in Weston. He helped me set up both cameras, and then I kind of did the click record on one of them and stood behind another, and we filmed the video with Mr. Grace.
Well, obviously, you've got some experience with being creative with this. Great job on your piece. It was great getting to see your work and getting to know your swim coach. For our next finalist, let's send it back over to Mark Robbins.
You know, Noah, I'm not sure if Kyle Citron works for the NFL Network or if he's a student at Daniel Hand High School, because his inside look at the Tigers football team is about as good as it gets.
So Kyle, well done. Really nice piece. I mean, look, I've known the hand football team for decades now, and you took me right inside there like I hadn't seen before. Where did you learn to edit the way you do, to shoot that nice tight shots? Like you grew up watching NFL films?
Yeah, well, really, like, just over the years, I've really, like, loved making videos and stuff. And just like, I owned, like, a DSLR, like a nice camera for, like, a while. And I've been making videos for, I don't know, since I was, like, in middle school. So when I did the sports videos this year, it was a little bit newer because I usually do, like, different kinds of, like, just like other sports, like I'm really into action sports and whatever. So yeah, I just kind of carried it over and tried to like do like the best I could.
Do you actually like Daniel Hand asks you to do these videos, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they saw they had a pretty good videographer on campus there, and they're making good use of you. Yeah.
So one of the players, he watches some of the videos I used to make. So he was like, oh, like could we like please have him like make our football videos? Like I think that like he'll like make like these like really cool ones and whatever. So yeah, and they came to me and they wanted to hire me for it. So yeah, I couldn't turn that down.
Well, they made a good call. Nice video. We enjoyed watching that. Congratulations on being a finalist in the first ever VSN Video Awards. It was fun watching your video. Thank you very much. For our next finalist, as we just keep getting one great video after another, let's send it back to Mark Robbins.
Thanks so much, Noah. And you know, folks, when we asked our students for this contest to get creative, that's exactly what Guilford High School's Benjamin DeNoah did with an inspirational piece from the track.
The wolf on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill.
It's not easy going it alone, but if you keep going, stay true to yourself, it will be worth it in the end. The hardest walk you can make is the walk you make alone. But that is the walk that makes you the strongest. That is the walk that builds your character the most. To all of you fighting battles alone, to all of you going against the grain, battling the naysayers, stay strong, keep going. Stay strong, keep going. This walk is hard, but the hardest walks lead to the greatest destinations. The toughest climbs always lead to the best views. It will be worth it in the end. And if you show what you are made of, the right people will show up in your life. You won't be a lone wolf forever. You have qualities only few can admire because most don't possess. You have strength only few can understand because most have never experienced. So don't give in. Don't settle. Don't lower your expectations to fit into the world. You were born to stand out. You were born to lead. Lead the pack.
Benjamin, where did you get the idea for this lone wolf concept and bringing the track into it? I mean, it was very creative.
Well, I found out about this contest about 24 hours before the deadline.
You put that together in one day?
Yeah. So I kind of was crunched for time. I was thinking about what I could use, what resources I had, and you know, the track outside the school was something that crossed my mind, and I figured I could do something with my friend Ian Squared. We could, you know, throw together a video real quick.
Wow, that was really impressive. If you had a long time to work on it, let alone one day. You do a lot of videos. Talk to me about your experience with putting together videos.
So I've been doing photography for a few years now, and I recently got into film One of my really good friends just started. He majors in film in college, so I kind of took after him, and I joined a video production class in my school, and that really inspired me to make more content.
You're going to pursue it in college the way your buddy did?
Yes.
You have any ideas where you're going to be heading?
My #1 school is Ithaca in New York, and I would like to go there and major in documentary film.
Well, you're off to a terrific start. It was a really, really fun piece to watch. I enjoyed it, and I applaud you and your creativity and the great way you shot it and put it together. It was a nice piece. Congratulations. Let's meet our next finalist here on the VSN Video Awards. Back to Mark Robbins.
Noah, I know when you and I saw this next piece, we felt a little less secure about our jobs. We got nervous. Hopefully Schaefer Jones out of New Canaan High School will spare us a couple of years before he puts at least one of us out of work.
I'm Schaefer Jones, and this is the Rams Sports Report. Let's start things off with girls swimming and diving. Last week I mentioned that the girls were the only undefeated team left, and that still remains true. After a slow week, the girls faced off against West Hill yesterday and absolutely rocked the Vikings 100-81. The girls look to just keep swimming next Wednesday as they compete against Norwalk and Brian McMahon. Now on to field hockey. While the girls don't hold a perfect record, they can't get much closer. And last week I reported that the girls were off to a rocky start, which I'll admit was slightly off. While the girls did fall to Cheshire, it was only a scrimmage and does not count to the regular season record. This past Monday, the girls looked to extend their winning streak to 2 against a tough Ridgefield team trying to bounce back from a recent loss. As always, NCTV was there for the action, so let's roll the tape. We pick it up 3 minutes in, and already the Rams were on their toes as Ridgefield's Sammy Petrozelli hands it off to Katie Peters, who taps it in for the goal. Tigers go up 1-0. Now later in the half, the Rams would respond with about 6 minutes left as New Canaan's Estelle Asker drives the ball right into the corner of the cage, game tied 1-1. Now, aside from some early offense, both goalies were on the tops of their games as Ridgefield's goalie Elizabeth Kaiser had 6 saves and New Canaan's Emily Gaeta tallied 4. In the second half, the defensive battle continues, but the Rams gain the lead as Captain Sierra Smith McFakey Danglefest past the defender and crosses it over to Lauren Sturm, who puts it in with authority. Now, that looks great. Now, despite having a couple chances to have something happen, the Tigers couldn't capitalize. The Rams prevailed, knocking off the Ridgefield Tigers 2-1. So with that win on Monday and loss to Norwalk yesterday, they now sit at 4-2. The girls have an exciting week coming up as they take on rival Darien on Tuesday. Be sure to show up and support the girls. Now let's bend it like Beckham over to girls soccer, where the girls are having a roller coaster of a week. The team steamrolled the Trinity Catholic Crusaders 5-0 on Friday, and this win had been their 3rd in their last 4 games. But the girls would eventually lose some steam later in the week, falling to Trumbull on Tuesday and Fairfield Ward on Thursday. The girls will try to bounce back next week with a win over Ludlow on Monday. Now over to the boys squad. Sitting at a record of 1-5-2, the guys' season isn't exactly off to the start that they had hoped for, but things aren't always as they seem. The guys had a couple of really close games this past week, losing 2-1 to Trinity Catholic on Friday and 1-0 to Trumbull on Monday. But the absolute highlight of the week had to be their matchup versus Fairfield Ward Wednesday night. In a back-and-forth battle, the boys were in it the whole way, mainly due to the superb play of senior Alex Zarikos. I mean, seriously, forget beast mode, he went full Greek mode. I'm talking bicycle kicks, corners, McFakey Danglefest. He threw everything in the kitchen sink at these guys, racking up 3 goals in the process. But it wasn't enough as the boys would end in a draw 3-3. But the L isn't the story this week. It was the buck wild play by Alex Zarikos that's enough to make him our Ram of the Week. That was excellent. So, Alex, congratulations to you. The boys are hoping to get a win next week against Ludlow and Norwalk, and as I'm now running out of time, I say we head over to cross country, get in a couple last-minute scores. Both the boys and the girls picked up their 7th victories on Tuesday, now sporting the same records of 7-2. For the girls, junior Elena Tiller finished in 4th place in the 4,000-meter race, leading the Rams with a time of 16:35. Falling behind in 5th and 6th place spots were Georgia Stewart and Elizabeth Greer. With performances as good as those, the girls were able to top Ward and Stanford, but not the Greenwich Cardinals, who took first. Similarly, the boys beat 2 teams and lost to 1, defeating both Greenwich and Stanford, but falling to Ward. As we so often see, senior co-captain Match Kognitsky was a top finisher, taking 4th place with a time of 17:21 in the 5,000-meter race. Both teams looked in peak form in this contest and hope to continue their hot streak going into next week. Now, just like Jake Elliott's 61-yard field goal, it's time for me to put this one away. This has been Schaefer Jones with your Rams Sports Report. Thanks for joining me.
Schaefer, that was fun watching you. Let's talk about the program you guys have at New Canaan. To have the ability to do this and work on this at the high school level is impressive.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, even looking at different schools when I was doing my college visits and seeing the program at New Canaan High School is really on the same level. The equipment they have, the community they have surrounding them in terms of teachers and kind of the work ethic, it's amazing, and it's great for me to be a part of it.
You're kind of in your blood, isn't it, this whole thing? You have a sister who works in television news out in Phoenix, which is, it's a growing market and continues to grow. I think it's a top 10 market in the country now. What is she giving you as far as inspiration and advice on getting in the industry?
Coming out of college, she didn't really know 100% what she was doing. She had done some local work in their affiliate station down there, and then she came back to New York, did a little producing. But there's a lot of people in New Canaan that are executives and kind of the business. So just watching her over the years kind of grow and develop, get more interested in it. And then my second sister, Paige, who's now at the University of Arizona with their TV program, just definitely got me interested in it. I've always been a sports guy, big sports guy in the family as well. So that kind of got that track well. And I go along with that, and now I do the sports for the high school. I'm on the broadcast every Friday.
And so do you see yourself following your sister's footsteps as far as getting into television in some capacity, whether it's local news like her or maybe at a network?
Yeah, definitely. I see that path. As to what exactly I'll be doing, I'm not sure. Yeah. Right now, like I said, I do the sports report. I also do play-by-play in color for our football team. So there's a lot of things going on right now, but I could definitely see myself ending up in that field.
Well, I've seen your color commentary. I've seen your play-by-play with some of the New Canaan TV stuff, and you're doing a great job. And thank you for participating in our awards program, the VSN Video Awards, for the first time. And it was fun watching you because really for a high school student, you're so far advanced and have done such a great job. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We are going to meet the three scholarship winners when we return from commercial. Schaefer, you want to throw us to commercial? Say we'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Nice.
Welcome back to the Vantage Sportsnet Video Awards. This next entry is the first of our three scholarship winners. Fairfield Ludlow freshman Aiden Blank shows that he understands the concept of good storytelling as he profiles a member of last year's Fairfield American Little League squad that went all the way to Williamsport.
Tyler started his journey 5 years ago. It started the day he was awarded his first All-Star jersey, a baseball jersey. That day, the seed of greatness was planted. Tyler was now a member of the mighty Fairfield American Little League tradition. In 2012, he watched the Fairfield All-Stars on TV, playing in their second World Series in 3 years. Only 8 American teams go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania each year, and he wanted that for himself. The work was just beginning. The following year, his dreams were temporarily derailed. He was cut from the team. That winter, Tyler was determined to make the team the next year. During the offseason, he worked harder than he had ever worked before. His work would pay off, as he would make the team again at 10 years old. As we fast forward through the next 2 years, his team didn't win anything, but that all changed in 2017. They would win the state of Connecticut and the New England Regional Tournament. That would qualify them for the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Those seasons, we always made it to the championship, and we always fell short, just one game. And I knew this summer that our team had something special. We were adding 2 very good players, Matt Vona and Michael Ianazzo, and that helped out our team. I think our chemistry got much better. We started hanging out with each other more often, had dinner with each other, had parties, and the chemistry was great this summer, and it felt good to win some tournaments.
Roy Campanella once said, "You've got to be a man to play baseball for a living, but you've got to have a whole lot of boy in you too." Well, for this group, they had as much boy in them as anybody could have. For almost 3 months, this crew went from field to field, tournament to tournament, hoping to reach the ultimate destination, a small town in Pennsylvania. Now, for all we know, Tyler Bauer could become the greatest baseball player of all time. he could play shortstop for the New York Yankees. But whatever happens to him in the future, he will always remember the summer of 2017, the summer when his dream became a reality. And 20 years down the road, he will look back at this experience and he may not remember the final scores. He may not remember how many home runs he hit. But he will remember the names of 13 players and 3 coaches that would change his life forever. And no matter what happens to him in the future, Tyler will always keep in mind the driving forces of Little League: character, courage, and loyalty. His dream had come true.
That's it, though, and once again, Fairfield is headed to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. 20th time a team from Connecticut goes to the Little League World Series.
Aiden, I'm not going to call attention to the fact that you're a freshman, but you're a freshman. Where did you pick up this? You obviously have great passion for not just sports, but putting sports together into stories.
Yeah, well, I think it's been in my blood since the beginning. I mean, it's always been about broadcasting for me. I mean, obviously I enjoy play-by-play, but the video production, I've recently gotten more into that, and I think it's really cool, and I think it's definitely a skill that every sports producer, sports writer, anything in the sports media field should possess.
So I remember being at Fairfield Ludlow games and hearing this voice from the press box, and I've come to realize that was you. So you were a PA announcer for Fairfield Ludlow. Now you're a student there.
Yeah, I was. Paul Pioric was great, helping me, mentoring me with the PA process, and it was really great last year. And now we've sort of moved into play-by-play.
So how excited are you to be a winner and the scholarship winner?
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough for giving me the opportunity the last however many months it's been to help here. So thank you so much.
Well, congratulations to you. We're proud of the work you did, and you should be proud of your entry and great storytelling ability. Aiden Blank, one of our scholarship winners. For the next one, our second of 3, let's send it back to Mark Robbins.
All right, thank you so much, Noah. Now, our second scholarship winner put together a very moving piece on one of the best programs in the state involving unified sports. Thomas Greaves of Westbrook High School knows a ton about unified sports because he's one of the athletes.
How you guys have had a huge impact on our school and how you guys make our school better by participating.
It's probably the best program that we have here at the school.
I am Tommy Greaves. This is Westbrook Unified Sports. What does Unified Sports mean to you? Woo-hoo!
It brings our school community together. All students that might not hang out with other students, we're all together as one, and it's fun.
I enjoyed it so much watching you guys performing against Cock-and-Chug on our first trip that we went. Seeing you guys work together with all our kids in our school that joined the unified class.
It's a great way to communicate with people throughout the school and help out everyone and become more close with each other.
I think unified soccer was awesome. A lot of you guys had never played soccer before. So you guys learned soccer pretty quickly and you guys had a great season.
I think unified sports is one of the best things that we do here. It's fun to watch you and your friends and your other athletes participate. It's fun to watch you guys get excited coming to school every day knowing that you've got unified sports.
My favorite part was when we got to play with that really big ball and we got to pass it to one another in a line and then we passed it back. And then when we got to run with it all the way across the gym and all the way back, that was so much fun.
I think it's great! Woo! I loved watching all of you play
and shoot baskets and hustle on the court. And I really thought it was an amazing experience to go to Mohegan Sun.
It incorporates all of our students and it brings everybody together. And it gives students an opportunity to show their strengths and their talents.
Good morning, Westbrook High School Unified Sports is great. It's so much fun to play with all of my friends. We just finished up a great soccer season. We had 4 wins and 1 loss. This basketball season, you better come watch us play this season. Go Westbrook Knights.
Tommy, that was tremendous. Great job on that video. Tell me what about it that made you say, I want to do a video on this?
Because I want to do it.
Well, you did it. You did it and you won. Did you, when you submitted this entry, did you say, oh, I think I can win this thing?
Yeah, I think I can win this thing.
And you did. You said, I'm going to enter and I'm going to win, and you did both. The confidence you must have as a result of this must be great for you. Tell me how you're feeling.
I'm doing good.
What is it you love most about Unified Sports?
Playing basketball.
And what is it you love most about putting together videos?
Like putting them on the videos.
And you do all that editing?
Yeah.
Where did you learn how to do that?
At school.
They taught you that, right?
Yeah.
Well, they taught you well because you put together a really nice video. We want to say congratulations to officially Thomas, we'll call you Tommy Greaves, for putting together a really nice video capturing Unified Sports at Westbrook High School. Congratulations on being one of our first winners in the first ever VSN Video Awards. A job well done.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you, Tommy. Well done. Oh, we have one more winner. And for that, let's send it back to Mark Robbins.
Yes, Noah, our third scholarship winner, well, she's ready for the big time. Sarah Gibbick of Weston High School used beautiful videography and creative editing to tell an inspiring story of a track star honoring his late brother.
I started running like 6th grade. My brother started running before me, and that was my motivation to start running. I saw like him in meets and the way he ran, the way he raced, and the way like he just destroyed the track was just unbelievable to me. I can fairly say that like track is one of my passions, and I like will do anything to improve myself, and I'm always on the track. I'm always training, I'm always eating healthy, and I love track. Track really does improve you as a person. Track like pushes you to your limits and teaches you what not to do and what to do, what's like the right rituals, and just puts you in the right mindset for anything and how to approach anything. It was freshman year outdoor, and it was coming down to my last meet. It was states, and my whole goal that season was just to like qualify for outdoor nationals, and I thought it was really unrealistic, but my brother had faith in me. He kept telling me just to work hard and think about the numbers, the times, and what I would have to do to qualify. And I remember just finishing through the line and just looking at the time, and it was like 53 something. I never knew what that something was until I looked at the like results, and I freaked out. I was the happiest I've ever been. I ran 53:06, and I will remember that. I will remember that for my whole life. I know from my experiences from track that like it's just gonna make me a better person, and it already has been making me a better person.
Sarah, that piece was wonderful.
Thank you.
I so enjoyed watching that. I showed it to my wife,
really?
Who's also a longtime television. She worked in New York at the network level, and her eyebrows went up. She was so impressed. What gave you that idea? How did that all come together?
Well, honestly, I didn't think I would enter this video in a contest. I really just wanted to pay tribute to my older cousin who passed away recently, and I just thought making a video was the best way I could do it.
Had you made videos before?
Yes, I have. I've started making videos in 8th grade, and it's just something that became a passion in my life.
What was it that got you into it?
Honestly, it was a YouTube video, and I just saw someone make a really cool video, and I was like, I really want to do that, and I tried it, and I've loved it ever since.
And you know what's so cool about that to me is that so many videos that we see now are all about the selfie, right? Taking shots of yourself, and you really focused on somebody else. You wanted to pay tribute to your cousin. Yep. You did a beautiful job of that.
Thank
you. Kevin, was that who we saw in the video?
Yes, that was his younger brother.
And what did he think of it when he saw it?
He really loved it.
Did it bring a tear to his eye?
I think it did.
Well, it was really, really well done.
Thank
Your
you.
thoughts about winning, being one of our scholarship winners?
I think it's really awesome to be one of the first winners, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, you certainly earned it. You certainly deserved it. Congratulations to you. It was a wonderful video.
Thank you.
So congratulations to all of our winners, Sarah, Aiden, and Tommy, all of our finalists in the first of what we hope are many VSN Video Awards. Thanks to Frontier Communications for its generous scholarships and video equipment awarded to all of the schools. We hope to see more work from all of our finalists in the future, and who knows, maybe right here on Vantage Sportsnet. Enjoy Connecticut, everybody.